So these are the parts, and basically I designed them to use with two different types of motors. I'm going to show you my hardware as well. One big motor is spinning a big 11-inch propeller, or if you want to use a longer zip ties, then this is the biggest part in this project that you will print, because this is the protection cover should you want to run bigger prop with the bigger motor or a bigger blade. After that, obviously a small cover for you to run a smaller motor with the smaller blades. And I also have an experimental 3D printed blade, which I will see how well it will work to cut the weed or grass or anything else, and how long it will survive. Okay, TPU tires, wheels, okay, and then long rod. Now I could have used a very cheap broom stick that I can buy for 5 or 10 dirham in the market, but I thought, you know, if you have a 3D printers, let's just print everything. So these you can print as many as you want, okay, and they actually join using the joiner right here and screw in, and you can just keep adding and make this as long a stick as you want. And then we have our handle right here, okay, on which I will have my control here for the speed of the motor, okay, ESC box, control box, a screw for the handle. Then we have a motor mount, the cylinder on which the motor will mount, a screw to hold the handle on the motor mount, and then two combs, one small and one big, that will go actually in front of the cover, so that it will help the blade avoid the wall. So if you are cutting the grass near the wall, this comb will touch the wall, and because the blade diameter is beyond the length of this, so blade will not touch the wall and get damaged or break off. So these are the combs to protect the blades. All right, so now assembly should be very, very easy. This is my hardware. So as I mentioned, I'm gonna use two different types of motors. Okay, one is this drone motor, which is small, and it's my eyesight is getting very weak. It's 2400 kV, so it's gonna pull a lot of RPM. And even if I got an APC small propeller, I can just use that propeller and it will effectively cut the grass. But as I mentioned, I have printed a small blade for it. I will try and see how this 3D printed blade works, because if this breaks or wears off, you can always print as many as you want. I also have parts like this which you can use to actually, you know, put the zip ties on it. So you can put up to 4 zip ties on those, and then install these on the motors. All right, and you will have a zip ties that can actually effectively cut the grass. Okay, we'll give that a try as well, both blades and the grass. Now the second one, I have a bigger motor. So this small motor is like very high RPM, so it's like high speed, but this motor, this is only 900 kV, and it's like more power rather than high speed or RPM. However, 900 kV, 900 revolution per minute means this is still a very effective motor to cut grass and shrubs. And check this out, this is an APC blade. It's actually already very sharp, that, you know, look at that, you can actually cut using just this blade. You don't have to actually, you don't have to design something. If you want to fly, you have to mount it according to how your motor is and spin it in this way to have a thrust to blow the air backward and get the forward thrust. But because now I don't need thrust, so I will mount it this way, but I will spin it in a direction where the sharp part of the blade is, and this will effectively cut the grass. This is my idea. We will test it out very, very soon. After that, I have two different ESCs, but both are 40 amp ESCs. And to control the speed of the motor, I'm just using a simple servo tester right here. Okay, so, you know, set as much speed as you want and keep cutting. All right, let's start with assembly. Preparing the wheels are easy. So TPU tires, because they are soft, you can just use a little bit of force, and bam, you have wheels. All right, okay, so small wheels are ready as well. And to fit the wheels, just make sure to clean up this little edge here, and the wheel will install on it. It should be very, very free. Okay, so install this with the screw here, and same goes for the big cover. All right, make sure to file these things down first before you install the wheels on and put a screw, making sure the wheels spin nice and free. Next, preparing the stick. The long stick is easier, so you just add them to these parts and you can easily screw them on. Then goes this, and then goes another one from the other side. So basically you can print as many as you want and keep extending the length of this. Now I do have one more, but I think for my height, I mean, I'm not a tall guy, this should be long enough. You can easily make something that reaches to the ground. Now for my height, I'm a short guy, this is more than enough. Now that the stick is ready, next thing is this piece, which will hold the cylinder that this motor is on. Okay, so just add it on the stick, the bottom part right here. Okay, and using the 3D printed screw, I'm not sure how strong it's gonna be, but we'll find out. If you do it right, this is designed in a way that you can actually feel it's locking. Okay, so just put the nut now and it should be locked there. Now before we install anything else, let's install the small motor, because I'm gonna experiment with the small motor first. Alright, so this motor will be installed on this piece with 4 screws or just 2 screws, it's up to you. 2 screws should be fine. Motor installed on the motor mount. Now I believe this is the closest I can get to that hole, and it actually fits right. All the holes align right here, and now I can simply put these cables from inside this hole. So I'm running the cables from inside this hole. Now that the motor is installed, I will just put on 2 screws so that motor mount will stay on this cylinder. I don't think I need to put on any nuts on these. These are already really nice and tight. You can bring it to the stick, okay, and put the cylinder through this clamp, and you can put 2 nuts in here and put 2 screws, and it will grab it nice and tight, ensuring it won't move, it won't spin. I will, however, update the design just a tiny bit, adding 1 or 2 locks on both sides, so that ensuring that no matter what, even if the screws come loose, the cylinder will not spin due to the motor torque. Because if I use a big motor, this is a very torquey motor, given that it's spinning such a big prop, and when you're cutting grass, it's hitting the grass, shrub and places and whatnot, so it might be it might actually spin the cylinder. But I can see the cylinder, once I tighten the clamp, the cylinder actually doesn't move. But anyway, to be safe, I will add 1 or 2 locks right there. Okay, so this will be very easy to install, and anytime you want, you can remove it. You can print 2 of these. That means one has a small motor mounted on it. You can print another one with a bigger motor on it. You can print a third one with a third type of motor on it. So you can print multiple of these with multiple motors installed on it, and later all you need to do is just, you know, put it through the cylinder and lock it right there. Easily and quickly you can change motors anytime on your drone motor weed cutter. Now I will add this cover right here. Alrighty, this one is ready and it works. Check this out. Oh, I mean, I can break this part, but this cylinder is not gonna move. Okay, so I'm gonna connect the ESC and stick the box here, or just zip tie it for now. DIY drone motor weed cutter is ready for its first test. So I have the comb, I have the 3D printed blade installed on it, wheels installed on it, okay. I have my cylinder installed nicely, ESC zip tied in its box. Using the zip ties, I'm bringing the cables up. I will strap a battery here for now. Once everything is successful, I will design a battery box as well. So I have my comb, wheels, blade, motor, everything installed right here. The cover is right, okay. And then clamp is holding the cylinder, all right. Then ESC in its box is strapped in using the zip ties, all right. Going up, I have strapped the battery for now using a Velcro. After it's successful, inshallah, I will make a proper battery tray or battery box right here. And finally, I have strapped my servo tester right here next to the handle, so I can set and control the speed using this. And now you can see, according to my height, I can actually easily drive it on the floor and make my angles and cut the grass properly. All right, so the smaller motor version of my drone motor weed cutter is ready. Let's bring this baby out for its first test.
Crash, rebuild, bounce back, that's what I do. Crash, rebuild, bounce back quick. We in the dirty south, ain't no one slick.